First time on OBS. Can you hear me getting my sound settings just right? Today we are onboarding Metacrew here on the Metakey channel. For those of you who are maybe Decentraland beginners, Decentraland is a metaverse that is essentially run and operated independently by different landowners. Each one of these lands is an NFT that somebody owns, and if you own that NFT, then you can build on it. And that's the way a lot of these metaverses are. And there's a lot of different things that go into each one. So each metaverse, I find, is very segmented. Each one has its own purpose, has everything, that makes its community excited about being in that dimension. Decentraland is, I would say, one of the spearhead metaverses. It really came in at such an early stage and is one of the most developed metaverses, if not the most developed. And so with that, so much has already happened here. We're talking about entire communities. Here we're actually in the art district, cutting through the BS, okay? We're gonna get right to the skills that you need to learn to be efficient, okay? The first thing I want you to do, and actually this is gonna unveil a very new feature in Decentraland that I've just discovered today. I want you to go ahead and make it rain. Press the number 6. You're gonna see money start to fly. Let's make it rain, people. Here we go. This is what it's about, people. That's right. And if you want, you can just give yourself a round of applause. Press 5 and go ahead and make some noise. Go ahead and press 5. See, now we got these new emote images here. So communication is key in Decentraland. We can communicate through emotes. Now, you can press 1 through 6, or 1 through 7. 1 through 7, you can have different emotes, but there are other emotes as well. So we're going to start with communication. You can press enter and type in chat, or you can press and hold T and you can talk. So the next important thing for you to do is to work on your settings. You need to optimize your settings for your computer. When I'm on a laptop, I'm running on the bare minimum, and things are changing. You're gonna see, a client come out soon that's gonna make things run smoother, maybe run easier on your computer, but you do need to optimize your settings. On the bottom right-hand corner, you can go here, you can actually click the first setting you're gonna wanna change, and that's right, it's not in the cog. And this is actually really an alpha leak. This isn't like a mandated thing, but this is just so you know, for the best experience. You click those 3 dots, okay? You see right here, maybe it says day mode. You're just gonna wanna switch that to night mode. Day mode is great. We love the sun, but just like night mode for those vibes, And another cool thing about night mode is that you can actually see there those stars in the sky. You see that star, and you see that star, those bright ones with the 4 corners on them. Those are actually indicators of north, south, east, and west. So south is green, north is blue, you have white on the west, and east is red. So you could just follow the star if you're looking to directionally guide yourself. I don't know if everyone knows this, but those stars right there, they indicate your north, south, east, and west. So for me, I like to travel without my UI. If you press U on your keyboard, you can open and close your sort of UI visual. I like to travel without it because I get a full screen view of all the greatness around me. You're also going to want to go here to general, go to your cog on the bottom that says settings, and you're going to want to go to a bunch of different. Number 1, you can decide right here, player names transparency. That's new actually. More importantly, you have these graphic settings. You can always auto quality, draw distance. That is a big factor here. So how far out are you going to draw things? I like to actually keep mine around 200 because if I'm traveling in a general vicinity, I don't want to be loading absolutely everything. If you go here to 500, then means you're loading things that are very far away. Maybe you don't want to do that. It saves some loading time. You can go to ambient occlusion, there's all these different levels. You have to kind of tweak it around. You can always go to graphics quality here, go ultra, custom, whatever you want to do. I try to put this on maximum everything to give you all the best experience possible so you can see Decentraland in all of its glory. You can also go here to audio and you can change different audio settings. Before this wasn't the case. Everything used to be on the same audio. It was really tough. Now you can come here, you can lower the music on a scene, the world sound effects, voice chat sound, so that little click that happens when the chat, you know, for streamers that makes a big difference. You can change how you allow voice chat, so maybe just for your verified users, just for your friends, all users. So all of these things to really get the experience that you want, and you're not having to, you know, kind of try and mentally filter out things that might not be appealing to you. You can hide names. Whoa, that is new. I didn't. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, what an improvement. You can hide names, people. There is a tutorial right here. If you click these three dots, you can hit a tutorial. And of course, these settings right here. Those are the essentials, right? But there's another level of settings. There's two areas I want to tell you. Number one, the settings for what make you you. So if you click this circle at top with your head, you can actually go here and change your about section. So you can edit it. You say music. Mine says music, technology, and entrepreneurship. So now when somebody clicks you, you know, you click somebody like that, they'll see that information. But most people don't have it because this was actually a feature that wasn't active for a long time. You couldn't edit that information. Only people who were OGs actually had that because it was disabled for some time. But now they've added it back. So if you click on me, then you're going to see that information pop up right here. But you can also go to your backpack. So your backpack is going to be how you access your clothing settings. So that's right. Any clothes. We have some major drip right here. I'm a big fan of Decentraland Wearables. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. There's a whole array of different wearables that you can collect here in the metaverse, and they have different elements. Like this one means it's a one-of-one collectible. Means it's the only collectible that exists. Some of these have different. So this one is a 1 of 10. So you know, I think the wearable settings, that's how I would approach, that's how I look at it, is a great way to customize your experience. And of course, you already have your Metakey jacket. If you're a Metakey holder, then, you know, you're already off to a solid start. There is no invert y-axis flip. Believe it or not, that's something that was even voted on in the community, in the DAO. We're going to be talking about this on a future Metacrew onboarding. I'm not going to jump into the DAO today, but on future trainings, we will definitely be talking about the DAO. Another setting that we need to talk about is your name. And I say this because I don't want you to lose out on the opportunity this early. Some people, you see, their name has like you can just, as a guest, you can put in numbers at the end. But then some people, let's see, nobody here actually has an assigned name. You see on mine, it says KevinOnEarth, right? The way to get your own name like that, you go into the marketplace. So it's marketplace.decentraland.org. And actually, I'm sorry, you go to Builder. That's right, you go to Builder and you go to Names. See, I myself have a large collection of names. Why? I'll tell you, there's two reasons. Number one, because that's how you change your settings for your names, how you can be noticeable. It's like, you know, and it's kind of like a domain name for multiple reasons. And one of the benefits is that you don't have to pay multiple, you don't have to renew it. You buy it and it's set. This is your name. It's a one-of-one rare, you know, it's a one-of-one unique collectible. Like, you know, there's only one Clark, there's only one Flying Lotus, KevinOnEarth. Like, there can't be multiple. Another benefit to this is you can actually, if you're a landowner, you can assign these names to your plot of land so that if people search KevinOnEarth.dcl.eth, I'll drop the link right here. There's the builder /names. That's where you can go. And then you can click this little plus sign and you can claim your name. So you have to have 100 mana. It costs 100 mana for you to claim a name. So you have to have 100 ETH mana in your wallet, but you claim it, you put your name here and you can claim the name, and then you do have to pay the gas to assign it to the land. So it is kind of expensive, but it is definitely something that I think has long-term value. So how are some ways that you can find your friends? You can You can run, you can meet them. You can also, if you look at your UI, in the top left, there is actually a coordinate listed. You see it says Vegas Arts Village, -123, 100. If you press M, now you have to have your UI active in order to do this, but if you press M, you open up your map, you can see where you are on the map. So maybe you just want to find your friends just by going over here. Let's go check out to see if anyone is at Genesis Plaza, or, you know, my favorite place. Let's see, where is it? Over here, I just checked to see if people are over at MetaZoo. Or here, we got a bunch of people right here. What's going on here? Golfcraft. You can go check out and see if the homies are over at Golfcraft. So you can search and find your friends through the map. You can also go to your Explore section here. And you can find different friends, new friends, old friends on your Explore page by seeing where everybody is. Sometimes that's how I do it. I just go on here, I go to the Explore, I'm like, yo, where is everybody? So why don't you go onto your Explore and meet me at Space Shiba Mountain. Let's go to Space Shiba, people. SG Murray wants to say, can you tell us a bit about the value being created here? Number one, absolutely, I can tell you about that. The value, number one, is in the land that is controlled via NFTs. So you have these different land parcels that you can build on based on owning the NFT. That in itself has a value for so many reasons. We could break it down into various industry segments. Even if we're talking about just art, it's a place to maintain an art gallery and feature your art in an immersive and explorative way that people can also invest in. Like, typically, imagine renting an art gallery. How long, do you keep that open for? How easy is it to change out your designs, effort, physical labor, costs, insurance, all those things. An artist can now have that indefinitely just by owning one of these pieces of land. Play to earn games that are being created. There's so many things. Clothing designers, like people who are creating fashion, can now also offer opportunities for people such as myself to experience fashion in the digital realm and in a way that connects with the physical realm. So these shoes that you see that I'm wearing actually are shoes that are digital NFT shoes that come with a physical shoe as well. So imagine now, whereas I never would buy a shoe for $600 because it's a collectible that comes with an NFT version, that has a value now, a collectability and a resale ability that would have prevented me from not investing the value that I did to actually acquire these. So, there's so many pieces. I think there's like 90,000, I believe actually 92,000. I think there was a small bit that was added via the DAO at some point, but I think it's about 90,000. There is currently a max, like as it exists. The community can vote through the DAO to add more land. Vote in the DAO is based on land ownership, however, and mana ownership and name ownership. So depending on the names that you own, the land, the mana, your voting power changes, and landowners can decide to add different plots of land. I expect that before we even add other plots of land, I expect actually that we would add different layers. So rather than it expanding outward, it would probably expand vertically. Like maybe we would create a underground world of Decentraland. So Decentraland Underground or Decentraland Sky World, So maybe there'll be teleporters right here. And like, this is an example, something we might put together in the DAO. Like, say we don't want to devalue the Genesis land plots. So we can vote in the DAO to say, okay, let's add a teleporter, to each plot of land. Or let's add a smart item that acts as a teleporter. So anyone on the land could add this tunnel in their land that takes people to the underground realm, or a elevator that takes people to Sky Realm. And something like that, we wouldn't devalue the land of the Genesis landholders, but also allow for an expansion of the space when that time comes. Also, I imagine we could, why would original land voters vote on something like that? Well, imagine, for instance, the underground world had 180,000 plots. So rather than 90,000 plots, like it had 180,000 plots where every landowner in Genesis actually had a land plot associated in, in the underground or the sky world. So, if you're a Genesis landholder, then boom, you might vote for that because it expands the space and gives you additional land. So there's a benefit. So land can grow, but it would have to happen according to the DAO. So there's two other ways I want to show you how to find your friends. All my Metakey holders, I want you to come out front before I show you this next one. There's an important first step I need you to do. You can use that link that I dropped. So your URL link, you can easily post that, and people can jump and teleport to the same realm, the same place as you. So you can meet us just by using those links. URL links are the quickest way for people to come to your location who aren't already in Decentraland. If they're on a browser, if they're new, a URL link is the easiest way. You do have to have a MetaMask set up or using a guest account. But doing that, you should be able to sign in and get to where we are using that link. Another way is maybe I will tell you, how do I get your location link? If you want to get my location link while I don't, so here, that's a great question, BTC Alchemist. If you want my location without me sharing that in the comments the way I did, you have to be friends with me. So if you friend me here, I assume that everybody here has added me as a friend. To add me as a friend, you just have to click and then press add friend. If you've added me as a friend, I'm going to now hide, close your eyes, and I'm going to show you how to find me. So say you're running around willy-nilly, and you're like, let me see where my friend is in the metaverse. On your bottom left, you're going to see a friends list. You can scroll down and find your friend, and if they're online, you can just select jump in, and that'll take you to their location. So why don't you go ahead and find me on your friends list. So click friends, go to friends right here, find me on your friends list, and you just select jump in right next to your name. It also shows you right next to there what realm the person is in and their coordinates number. So Love Gotchi, there you go. Simple as that. So this is something I like to do. I just hop in and I see who's on my friends list and I just jump to their location and I just say, hey, what's up? So you can always, if you know the coordinates themselves, you can always type /GOTO, GOTO in one word, and then type the coordinates. Now, here's another thing that most people would stop there and not tell you, but I'm going to tell you another key thing here. There are different realms. There's a Fenrir, there's Artemis, there's DG, there's Loki, there's all these different realms that exist. So sometimes you might be in the same place, in the same location, but you don't see your friend there. Maybe you went to the same coordinates, but your friend's not there to be found. It might be that they're in a different realm. So right here you see it says jump in. Right there it says Fenrir, right? So we're in the Fenrir. You can always go in your browser and where it says realm equals, you can change that from Fenrir to Artemis to whatever, but then you have to reload Decentraland, which is a real pain in the butt. It might take time. You might not want to do that. You might want to just quickly shuffle through the different realms. So an easy way to actually change between realms without actually, typing that in your browser and having to reload, you just have to press /change realm in one word and then space and then you type in what it is. So I'm going to type Loki. So I'm going to type it in chat the way it's supposed to look. And then you see I didn't even have to load, instantaneously went to the other realm. Go ahead and transfer your realm. Now, if you select jump in right here, it's going to automatically switch you to the same realm that your friend's in. So you won't have to worry about that if you select jump in next to your friend like that. But if you don't, or maybe you're at a party or an event, or more importantly, say you're at an event that is a competition and it's super laggy, there's a lot of people on the scene, you want to be on your own server. Or if there's a wearable grab or a Pope, the Pope machine, everyone's gathering around it, You want to be on your own realm so that you don't have to deal with the lag from other people. So that's a good reason why you might say, oh, this is really packed, really laggy, and you can just quickly go change realm, / change realm, and then switch to DG. Or switch to Loki, or whatever one. See, Love Gotchi, Blockjock, you got it. You can, as I said, always do that in the browser, but this is just a quicker, easier way to do it. Decentraland chat doesn't allow copy paste. Can you believe it? Only allows copy. I think. Let me see. It only allows copy paste if you open your chat, you type it, and you press Control A and then Control C. You can't right click, or you can't copy things like in chat itself. You can type hello and then press Control A to select all, and then Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. But you can't like copy things in chat right here. And there's no and you can't link things in chat. What do different realms do? Hezbollah, they actually are just there to make it so we can't have everybody on one server because then it'll go really slow. The simple technical explanation is the server way the server processes things is exponential with each additional person in a scene. So past 25 people in a particular area, things just go a lot slower. Things start to act screwy on the server. So basically, those different servers, when there's too many people in one place, it'll actually just keep the separation, the division there of those servers. So no one that it's not overloaded in one single place, that it just breaks everything. Absolutely. It used to be it used to be like Loki used to have like Loki Blue, Loki Pink, but then they recently updated it to be just Loki, so that basically it just is a more efficient way to make sure people are automatically getting put on the same server with their friends. Here we go. Jump to my location. This is actually the first, and if I'm not mistaken, currently there's a whole Decentraland HQ coming, but this is the one and the only Shark Tank in Decentraland. The debut, and now notice all this land right here is Metakey land. So you can imagine this is going to be quite the epic. This is going to be just like New York. It's going to be like, the creation of Vegas. This is the Shark Tank, people. Come on in. Will you sink or swim? The end of this month, I'm going to be hosting a Shark Tank event with the Metakey. We'll have other artists and other judges, and we'll be allowing Metakey holders to pitch their ideas. I believe you can also submit your idea and application if you're not a Metakey holder. Jump in the Discord channel for that link for the application. This is where we'll be. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to be going through pitches. Being in that pitch also includes a pitch practice session. We're going to be workshopping you on different pitches, and also I'm releasing a video in Meta Academy around perfecting your pitch. For those of you who don't know, I have run multiple companies. I've done a lot of pitch events. I know a lot about pitching a business, pitching an idea. And so I'm going to be working with our Metakey holders to help them refine their ideas. So definitely, if you're working on something, or if you think you have something worth pitching for the metaverse, especially if it has a Metakey integration, then definitely you're going to want to go ahead and apply for the pitch tank for the Shark Tank event. Oh, okay. Gotta switch. Oh, okay. I gotta switch my screen. I am in Loki. That's right. And if you want to, remember, BTC Alchemist, if you want to jump to me real quick, you just go to your friends list. And if you jump to me on your friends list, it'll take you to the same realm that I'm in. Exactly. This button right here on Shark Tank at the end of the month, when you click this button, it will turn you into a shark. One of the key ways to stay in the loop for everything Decentraland is the events. you'll see that a lot of the times places, there's a lot of empty space. But the events are what bring people together. It's what makes those exciting moments. It's kind of the lifeblood of what fills these spaces. This pitch tank, the Shark Tank building right here. What makes it special is going to be this upcoming event that we're going to do. So I would definitely say a key way to stay in the loop with everything is events. Now you can go to events.decentraland.org and you can see all the events right here. And typically at the beginning of my week, I'm coming through here and I'm selecting, oh my gosh, here we go. Metaverse Festival, oh my gosh. Deadmau5, holy moly. People, Deadmau5 in the Metaverse, in Decentraland for the Metaverse Festival. Saturday, October 23rd. Oh my gosh, people. We have Deadmau5 coming, Akira the Don, Paris Hilton. People, be at this event. If you are a Metakey holder, you are going to be able to access a special backstage VIP area. So make sure, if you're a Metakey holder, show up. You can access this backstage area. You might actually run into the avatar for Paris Hilton, for Blau, for all these people. They're going to be around and present. So definitely make sure you come out. Toaster, Toaster, be careful. My dog almost turned my computer off. Holy moly. All right, people, definitely listen. I'm going to be at these events. I'm definitely going to be streaming. I'm going to be there. I hope you'll be there too. If you can't come, just tune in on Twitch. We'll have multiple streamers throughout the day covering this event. So, did y'all have fun today? Are you going to come back for next week's Meta Crew? Do you have any feedback for me as your drill sergeant here? We have a lot more to go through. We have just gotten started here. I'm going to make sure that you are prepared and ready for everything that is going to come your way in the Metaverse. So glad that y'all enjoyed it. Listen, I will be back next week again, and I will see you. Be prepared to take on the next set of challenges. Until then, much love. Shout out to my Meta Crew family. I definitely had a lot of fun. We'll be talking again soon. Peace out.